Guys, it's time to get it going. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Miami's offense will take the field first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Canes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. So Mississippi State's offense has the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group
turning it on. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Bulldogs headed quickly to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And nice job by the defense, staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Give to the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Hurricanes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Johnson looking to throw. Working that left side. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And the Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Finds a crease at the 20. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. whistle down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. He got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Canes!
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
He'll start the return inside his 5. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Grant. Firing to the right, complete. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Pocket breaking down. The sure hands, it's Perry. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball. Close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field.
Oh, he found a space on the right. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Man, it would be hard not to continue to feed this guy the rock. He just makes big plays. Last week you saw it, over 100 yards, making big plays already in this football game. He is a big play waiting to happen.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
How about this defense just wrecking the offense on the last 2 plays and forcing a 3rd and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off.
Big-time rivalry game in the great state of Iowa today. Iowa and Iowa State, here is the very latest. Iowa looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Hawkeyes. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Heck of a show. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Handoff from the gun. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Line gets set. First down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's got him. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Canes have this offense rolling. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the second quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. first play of the period will be a second down. Johnson wants to throw it. On the run, still looking. Finds space on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. They'll throw it from the red zone. He makes the catch. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Arizona State dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite quarterbacks from Jake Plummer to Brock Osweiler, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time. So let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success. And it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
The Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Winston. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Pittman. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing...
Touchdown, Mississippi State. Fired in from the red zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was...
Breaks into the open. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Hurricanes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. And the Hurricanes are flying down the field. Off play action. Caught close to the marker. It's Carr. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in possession, but they have moved methodically down the field. Got his man quickly. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows are tiny, and that's why the teams that can run the ball the best generally are the best red zone offenses.
Got his man. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? Johnson looking to throw. Touchdown, Hurricane! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Pulls it, fired complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. Brown has it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The short hands, it's Gilbert. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. Pressure coming. Rolls it in. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Under fire. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Miami.
And with just a few seconds remaining here in the 1st half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. The Canes will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on 1st down. Bring in the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, the defense knew coming into the 2nd half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on 3rd down.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, we want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. We just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Mississippi State going up-tempo.
That's a great example of him understanding where everybody is on the field, because that wasn't the guy he wanted to throw it to, but he knew he was going to get hit.
Makes a grab down the middle. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Catch in the middle. It's Glover. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Wants to throw. It's Grant. Rushes on him. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous athletes.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Pringle. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Look out, he's got room. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Using the quick game. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The Hurricanes are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Off the RPO, complete. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Johnson looking to throw. Unloads it left. Touchdown, Canes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. Got a man. It's Lofton. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Johnson wants to throw it. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's a heat. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Give to the running back. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They've got the screen set up. Oh, he got loose. Touchdown, Miami. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Off the play fake on first down. Going deep. Reels it in down the left side. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Mississippi State right back to the line.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
And the Bulldogs are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. To throw, it's Grant. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages according.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws. Oh, it's picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He lobs one high down the left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He'll keep it himself. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. And on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Buys a little time. Trying to escape and get it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. And the Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there.
Turning it on. Got it out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Keeps it. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Wide out, trying to get it in. Touchdown, Hurricane! And the beatdown has ensued.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Wide receiver going in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Pittman. There he goes. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, they're after him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that are going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Looking downfield, it's Grant. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
The run from the shotgun. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, and really good third down situational defense. You know it's third and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?